Thomas H says, okay, does Fulton drop into the Hall of Fame convo if he beats Inoue? Definitely a great fighter for embracing the challenge. Anyway, now this is a great question. This is an amazing question, Thomas, and I'm glad you asked that. Well, okay, well we have to before we answer that question, because my answer is a yes. My answer is yes. He definitely deserves to be in the conversation if he beats Inoue in Japan, because he's doing something that no American fighter in his era has ever done. He's going way across the pond, not as a challenger, but as the champion to defend his belts against, a great, all-time great, potentially little man moving up. This is kind of like, in a sense, right? In a sense, you could kind of compare this to like when Salvador Sanchez beat Wilfredo Gomez. Wilfredo Gomez was kind of similar to Inoue when he was fighting at the lower weight division before he fought Salvador Sanchez. I can't remember the weight class right now. Somebody in the comments let me know. But like, go look at Wilfredo Gomez's box rec. He had a whole truckload of knockouts before he fought Salvador Sanchez. He was kind of the Inoue in the situation. And then when he moved up, Salvador Sanchez, and him had arguably the greatest Puerto Rico versus Mexico fight ever. And Salvador Sanchez wound up stopping Wilfredo Gomez. And that one win is, along with others, of course, but that out of all his wins, in my opinion, out of all Salvador Sanchez wins, that's the one that defines him, is the Wilfredo Gomez win. So I say that, and I bring up Salvador Sanchez to say this could be that for Fulton. This could be his Wilfredo Gomez, to where, yes, he's beaten some good fighters. Like Salvador Sanchez beat some really good fighters, and Danny Lopez, and will later go on to beat guys like Azuma Nelson and people like that. But the win that really put his resume in another stratosphere was Wilfredo Gomez. And the win that really put Fulton's resume in another stratosphere would be Inoue in Japan. So if he beats Inoue, how is he not getting into the, into the conversation for that? Because what else does he need to do? What else could he possibly do? Undefeated champions, going on the road. He's doing everything you ask. So I'm not one to play the race card, but if Fulton beats Inoue, and you're not like recognizing him as a great fighter, then I'm sorry. You gotta be a little racist. I'm sorry. I'm not want to talk about that kind of stuff on here, but like, what other reason could it be? Because he's doing everything you want him to do. Know what I'm saying? So shout out to Thomas for the comment. We got a lot of people here. Shout out to all 38. Shout out to Cool Boy. Bless up. Hopefully he gets the win. Yeah, good to see you here, KS, in the building. Jamel and Fulton are overrated. Maybe Jamel. Maybe Jamel, but nah, Fulton is. I think Fulton's underrated. I disagree with you. I think Fulton doesn't get the credit he deserves. Because there's not many people in boxing. There's not many fighters in boxing, because we'll just say Brandon Figueroa and Angelo Leo, right? Those are two undefeated champions at the time he fought them when he beat them. Fulton, I believe, has 21 or 20 fights. So if you do a case study, all right, 20 fighters in boxing with 25 fights or less, how many of those fighters with 25 fights or less have beaten at least two undefeated world champions? That's I'd like to know. King Kuta, LOL, people forget that they said he couldn't fight inside. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, for me, trust me, King Kuta, that was once me. I've been in the gym with Angelo Leo and seen him spar, and I know what he's capable. I know what kind of fighter he is. He's a very good fighter. And Steve Fulton took the fight right to him. So how could I see that and know? How could I be in the gym and see a guy like Angelo Leo spar so many times and know what he's capable of, and then see Steve Fulton the way he fought him, and then sit there and say, okay, well, he's not that good? No. Come on. Fulton pulled out of that big Brandon Figueroa match to fight someone that started. Are we really doing that? Is that really what we're gonna do? Oh my God. Like, don't get it twisted. I like Brandon Figueroa. Great, really good workmanlike performance this week. I think Brandon Figueroa is, a bit of an underrated fighter as well. But come on. Are we really doing that? Are you gonna be that guy, Dundada? Come on. Like, I'm trying not to curse. I'm trying to cut down on cursing here, but like, let's just call a spade a spade. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody gave a flying fuck about Stephen Fulton versus Brandon Figueroa in the rematch. except, you know, Mexican boxing fans or Mexican American boxing fans that thought Brandon Figueroa lost. That's just the truth. If you were to poll 100 boxing fans, which fight would you rather see, Fulton Inoue or Fulton Figueroa 2? They're gonna tell you Fulton Inoue, and that's just the truth. Yes, Inoue. Well, I don't know. I don't think did he start at minimum weight? I think you might be wrong about that. I think he might have started at light flyweight. But either way, I catch your drift. Come on.